Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, comrades and friends. I just wanted to do a quick video. Sorry, a fly flew straight into my eye. I just wanted to do a quick video because I've just been watching or listening to a debate with a guy like Matt Dillahunty, and it just occurred to me they were talking about morality and things like that. And one of the things that occurred to me, and my mum mentioned that, these videos, especially the ones about, my negative one, well, the ones when I'm expressing hardship and everything has been, I hesitate to use a loaded word like inspiring, but apparently it has inspired some people and everything. And something that came up in the debate, which or at least in my head, which kind of linked up with some things that I've been wondering and thinking in my own head, which is, obviously, those of you who've been following me have seen my videos about going nuts, me spending money and that, and how difficult that is for me. And one thing I wanted to bring up is the idea of selfishness came up, or rationalising a selfish act that might be, immoral or something, or not quite as good as you would like to be. And one thing I'd like to bring up is, if your goal in life, or one of your goals in life, is to spread happiness, health, happiness and well-being to as many people as possible, and to alleviate suffering and unhappiness in as many people as well, which is my goal, and I think there is good ways and bad ways of doing that, and therefore objective ways of actually achieving that goal. And it's part of my thing to try and find out, part of my life style and choice is to try and find out what those things are. But one thing to never forget is that you are a person and a human being in this world, and if you are trying to spread health, happiness and well-being to as many people as possible, remember to include yourself in that, or you're missing a really good hit. You've got a perfect opportunity to help somebody, and the fact that it's you, objectively speaking, not that big a deal. There's no difference really, am I? If you want to help as many people as possible, help yourself. You're right here. You're always there. It's always a good opportunity. And of course, you can go too far, and if you spoil yourself, you take away the opportunities to help other people. Because if you spend too much money on yourself, or too much time on yourself, or whatever, or spend just resources, I guess we should call it. You spend too much resources on yourself, then that leaves you with too little resources to help other people. But don't forget that spending those resources, time, energy, and so on yourself to improve your own situation is perfectly moral and a good and a truly moral thing to do. Just as moral as helping somebody else out, because you're still helping somebody. It just happens to be you. So yeah, and I say this in complete in an attempt to rationalise me spending shitloads of money. I haven't spent a load of money, though I must say I did just spend 2 days at the Woods Hole Hostel, in which I, in total, in those 2 days, spent $104. But it came to the point, to be honest, that not only did I want to just sample all the things that they give and have an opportunity for, but it became a thing for me that I want these people to succeed. They do so much good work. I really do want. And of course, if you've got customers that have that attitude, they've got it made. So yeah, and again, an advert for them. Go there, spend money, take 0 days, help out, cook food, tell them Wanderer sent you. And if she doesn't remember, which she should, but if she doesn't remember, I'm the one who rang up about because my mum sent me a postcard there. I didn't know until I left, so I was the one with the postcard, and I was also the British guy that tried to help but got in the way. Probably the best description of it. Anyway, just a thought. Just And the other thing I'm talking about spending money, I've also just bought. My folks are going to pay for it, but I just bought myself an audiobook. Oh, that was the thing I was going to talk about. And also, again, I talked about when I said about things clicking into place, and hike your own hike. Just buy if things aren't working, buy something that does. Don't feel like you're stumped. So, for example, I bought a few things for my phone recently. So I bought the audiobook, I bought another game, because I love games, and of course I bought my battery. And one thing, I will probably do this in the next gear video, the battery I bought, the big battery, has seemingly caused my phone not to charge properly from the wall. So now I have to charge, basically either plug my phone into this external battery and then the external battery into the wall, and then it charges. And of course, Proctor Hoc, ergo, post hoc, ergo Proctor Hoc. Correlation is not there, therefore causation, and therefore causation. So it might not have anything to do with it, and it might have happened anyway. But I'm guessing that's what's happened. But if I remember correctly, this happened once before. All I have to do is let my battery completely go dead and then recharge it, and it should be fine. But I don't know. So I might have to bring that up. And the other thing I bought is a new hat, because I'm really fed up with this. And just a tip for you guys, this was a really cheap hat. Personally, like most things, cheap is not, cheap probably isn't the best option. If you get it, basically, go for the specs. And again, I'm going to probably do this in the next gear video. Go for the specifications, get really good specs, then take down the name or the product number or whatever, then go finding a good price. Don't be cheap. Because I just thought that $40-50 is far too much for a hat, and then I bought a cheap one for like $9, and it got wet, lost all its shape, and Dad saying, Bob, just get it away again and reshape it, and I was like, wow, I don't know, I've got a kind of romantic image in my head of a really good hat. So I bought myself a new hat. I've sent it on to the last mail drop that I'm guaranteed to be able to get to, and I'll pick it up from there. Anyway, enough of all that. So, moral of today's lesson is be kind to yourself and each other. Or look after yourself and each other. As Jerry Springer used to say. But it's basically true. Be good to yourself. Be good to yourself and be kind to others. And it's almost like I wouldn't say love each other as much as you do yourself, because I think I agree with Christopher Hitchens that I think that's an impossible task. I think you can. I think you necessarily will hold and you should hold your mental and physical well-being above all other considerations, because without that you are no help to anyone at any point. And it may be that self-sacrifice may in turn benefit yourself in the long term. So if your mental and physical well-being is going to be totally screwed up if you don't self-sacrifice, then obviously self-sacrifice is better in the long run. Anyway, this is a long conversation for a different day and a different time. But I'm just very energized and fed and well rested in a bed of all things. So I'm kind of back into my pre-trail exhaustion and philosophical thought. So anyway, I just thought I'd do a video on that, ramble on a bit, and and that's that. So go treat yourself to something. You have my permission. So thanks very much, and go back to your lives.